me get that another light. Hey guys, so a little housekeeping. I'm using my lighter I got from Red Coach Return, Lester, and trying to smoke Squadron Leader. I was talking to Parsimonious Piper. He was commenting on my review of it and saying how he doesn't think there's too much, I think, perique in it or something like that. But, some people love it. I mean, I find the blend okay flavor-wise. I mean, it has that smokiness. It's in English, so it has that smoky-esque thing going on there, campfire smoke that I like. In other blends, it's more than others. And what I'm finding is with this blend, well, besides right now trying to get it lit, I think I got it now. Sorry for the squinting. I didn't put my umbrella up. Not that I need it. I need the sun because, as you can see, it's freaking bitter cold here in South Jersey. Last week it was 70. Now it's like 28 degrees, 23 degrees in the morning. Right now it's a nice brisk 34 degrees in the sun. Yeah, okay. Any wind picks up, we're back down to 28. So right now there's no breeze, clear blue skies. That's supposed to change overnight. I'm hoping to get a campfire. It's Friday night as the recording of this video. Craig Tube Friday night on Vaughn Live / Craig Tube. So I'll be in there and sitting by the fire and chooching on a nice cigar and homebrew. Oh yeah, Friday nights. Cheers to Fridays. So get that out of the way. But it's supposed to rain this weekend and be a shitty weekend. So I'm hoping, like I said, to get the campfire going later. And then I got a love and hate relationship. I like the smell. I like the taste with this Squadron Leader. But you know me, I don't let things dry out. I don't have time like that. Like, I got to get, I'm cooking breakfast, cooking dinner, getting the kids off to school. I want to come back out here, load the pipe real quick, and get a quick chooch in before I got to go to work by 12, right? So, I got no time for, like, letting this shit dry out and, put it in the tray and let it dry out or put it in your bowl, whatever. I ain't got time for that. I got to load and go, light it up, get it in. But it just seems like with these blends, well, I know my mind's going a million miles an hour, so I'm like, I'm thinking about the other blends that I've been smoking too. But this one has been giving me a tongue bite, and you say, hey, Cat, Hugo goes, hey, Captain, how do you get tongue bite off an English blend? I know, right, mate? I don't fucking know. But it's wet, man. Like, the tin of this Squadron Leader I got is very moist. Like, moisture, like, normally when I open up a tin of some sort of English or whatever, it's got a little bit of a crunch. Not too, some are drier than others, and then you get scared, like, like, is this fucking thing, like, bad, like, dried out, like, I gotta rehydrate it, that type of crunch. And there's other ones that are, like, just right, little dry, little crunch, but then you feel around and it feels moist as well. That's the kind that you want. That's the kind that the captain likes to smooth sail with. This is way goopy wet. So what I'm having is tongue bite, man. Like, it'll start tingling and burning on my tongue, and I'm like, this is not enjoyable at all. So the last couple bowls that I've been trying this at night after work, it's just been killing me. What I am noticing after the initial first third of the bowl and I start getting towards the middle and the end, it's like the tobacco dries out from all the smoking that I'm doing, and then it starts tasting good. So it's like, now it's like fine. So I know that it's the steam or whatever burning off of this moisture when I'm first lighting up and everything because it's so wet. And I know I probably got to let it dry out, but like I said, I ain't got time for that shit. So it's my fault. But again, I want to be able to smoke a blend without having the issues, and there's plenty of them out there. So this one is a one and done for me. I mean, yeah, I know the guys in the comments are going to say, oh, I just put it on a tray and let it dry out and then re-jar it up and everything. Yeah, I could do that. And then my son will get into it and throw it all over the place and everything else. Like, the captain ain't got a man cave, ain't got nothing that can just leave tobacco laying around. You know, especially with an autistic son running around. So now, in defense of this blend, now I'm not really feeling anything tingling on my tongue yet. But then I was running around. I had placed it in the bowl about 10-20 minutes, running around here, getting my campfire ready. Wood pile came uncovered, you know, so I had to redo that. Had to re-put the battery back in the camera. So I was running around doing stuff like that. So maybe that little bit give you some dry time. And of course, I'm talking so much, I'm not even smoking the damn shit. So, but yes, yeah, I'm enjoying the flavor. You know, it's an English blend. I like Englishes, time and again. I'm not an everyday like, oh, you know, oh, this is so good. I get like that with my Sherlock Holmes blend, and let me tell you, I had to crack my last tin last night. So I was like, I had to, guys. I couldn't take it no more. I'm smoking this, not enjoying this. I finished the what the hell was it? The old Codger blend. I still got some Five Brothers left, but the one from Smarty Bob, the other one, Velvet. I finished that up, and that was good. This second time around, I want to get it again, but I mean, it's not my thing. Like I said, I'm more of a Virginia guy, not a Burley guy. And the Musketeer blend that I won as well. It's like one of those things I want to like it, but it's like once the top note goes, it's like it doesn't last through the bowl, so it's just like blah to me after the flavor's gone. And it smells so similar to Dan Tobacco. I guess it's Dan Tobacco's. I have to look up my video again. It's on in my list. It's called Blue Note. I used to get it here when I first started smoking. It was like my first tin of tobacco that I bought, besides trying all the different house blends that my local smoke shop had. So I got this Blue Note. Somebody said, oh, try Blue Note. And oh man, I was in love with that. And I haven't had it in years. And then if Smoking Pipes had it, so I picked the tin up of it just for nostalgia reasons. And it was pretty good. It's a vanilla blend. I don't know why I always think of blueberries with it. I guess because it's called Blue Note. And I'm thinking, like, even though it's about notes, like music notes, it's still to me from being, you know, back in my younger days, seeing blue on the label, thinking of notes, I would always think of blueberries for some reason. It's something with my brain, but it's a vanilla blend, and it smells exactly like this blend, this Musketeer blend. They had, you know, and like I said, they're both a German company, so I'm thinking they're probably biting off each other, you know, in a way with that blend, because it does have a vanilla topping. But it's like I said, it burns off, and then I'm just left with a blah tobacco. And I don't know if I was getting tongue bite with that one either. Could have been. I mean, I was getting so much tongue bite from all these different blends that I've been trying. I still got James Stumbo's Dog on the Log mixture, and that's a weird blend. You know, he mixed it together and put the rum on it. So it's still sticky from the rum. So I don't know if I'm getting that flavor, the rum flavor, but I am getting it had like whatever mixtures he mixed, the McClellan blends. I mean, there's some smokiness in there. There's some so there must be some perique in there or whatever, because there is some smoky flavors in there. So I'm enjoying it, but again, it's one of those things. It's like I gotta be in the mood for an English, so it's like I had to crack into my last tin. Peterson Sherlock Holmes blend. I just had to do it. So, um, I smoked that last night on the porch. Oh, it was a heaven. I mean, if I smoke it too hot, yes, I'll get a little bit of heat and a bite, but it like goes away real quick. It's not like lasting like the way these were with, you know, happening, like where it was making it enjoyable. It's like I feel it coming on a little bit, so I slow down my pace, and then I'm fine. And I just love the flavor and the taste of that blend. So I picked up 3 tins. I was like, you know what? Every time, because that's my thing. If I open a tin, I buy a tin of that blend anyway, because that's my go-to blend. That's my favorite fucking blend. I mean, if I could just have piles of that, I would just smoke that every day. But again, it's like one of those things when you have something that you smoke religiously on a daily basis, you lose the flavor of it. You know, kind of like I don't know. It's hard to explain. Like something that you eat all the time. It's just like you eat so much of it that like now you're not enjoying it, but it's like you're not tasting it anymore. But it's like when you don't have it, and then you do have it, you're like, oh, there it is. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I have to, in rotation, like smoke a tin, and then go to something else. And then when I come back, I'm like, because if that's all I had to have, like a Codger blend for me, it would be okay. But I guess I would have to literally just stop smoking for a week, and then come back, and then have that moment. Like this is so good. This is, what I'm saying. So. And I'm just, like I said, I just keep talking, and this thing just keeps having lit. So this goes to show you, it's got to be wet as hell, right? Because normally, with a nice dry blend, talking like that, it should stay fucking lit. So it's a lot of work if I'm not just constantly puffing on it. And like I said, that's the issue. If I'm constantly puffing on it, I'm going to get a tongue bite until it gets down a certain amount of the way, and then it dries out, and then there's no more bite. But by then, my tongue was so scorched that I was like, oh my God, this fucking sucks. I think I dumped it out and went and grabbed one of those little General Grant cigars. Just fuck it. Yeah, it definitely isn't a blend for me. And I do have, and I was like, so do I open up my tin of Sherlock Holmes and finally enjoy something, like really enjoy a pipe? Because I haven't been enjoying it. It's like I've been smoking to smoke, to get through these blends. So it's like work, you know. I want to sit down and enjoy it, and I'm like, ain't happening. I'm like, fucking, oh my God, this ain't happening. And I have the other Stumbo win, the Haunting. I was like, do I open up this one? I'm like, I got all these other ones, man, and this one's another one that I don't know nothing about. I may not be happy, so I'm like, fuck it, I want happiness, right? so I cracked open the damn Sherlock Holmes, and I was, yeah. And I was half tempted to do that for this video, go get that and just smoke that. But like, you know what? For case and purposes, for what we're talking about, I'll smoke this blend. And it's out again. Yeah, this shit, man. I don't know. Might have to see if it keeps biting me and stuff like that. I might just have to gift it or something. I don't know. We'll have to see. But yeah, so I mean, like I have one tin of the Haunting, and a tin of Rat Ray's accounting mixture, which I know I love, and so I've had that twice already. So this is my third tin on that in rotation. When it was on sale or whatever, I just decided to get it. So yeah, we're gonna. So I was like, I don't want to open that either. That's a big tin, and I don't want to open that. I said, because I already got, Stumbo's blend has got some smokiness to it. Got some English in there. I got this one open. I'm like, I'm not going to open up another English. I'll save Rat Race for the fall. I'll hold on to that till October, November next year. So I went on Smoking Pipes, and I was like, if it's on sale, I'll grab some. And lo and behold, at midnight last night, I was like deep in my cups, and just finished. I don't know if I was smoking this last night. No, that's right. I was smoking the Sherlock Holmes blend. So I came in, I'm playing on the phone. Lo and behold, they're $8.99 a tin. I'm like, fuck it. 3 tins coming. So I'm stocked now with my Sherlock Holmes blend. And I was doing, what the heck's this guy's name? New Piper from Jersey. Oh yeah, the Princeton piper. And he said, you know, he was sticking his mirrors in a jar and blowing smoke on them. I was doing it with this one a little bit. I don't know if I noticed anything yet, but now I just jarred up that Peterson blend, so I don't have a jar now. At least one that's wide enough for this intricate pipe. I gotta look in my drawers and see if I have another a nice wide mouth ball jar and see if I can get it in there. So I definitely don't want to knock this around or make any chips or anything. You know, I've already dropped it several times in its lifetime. I've been so, you know, this is a pipe that you don't want to smoke when you're tired. I've dropped it so many times out of my mouth, falling asleep out back here, like, you know, it just goes, man, and you're like, ah. So yeah, this is one that I've, ever since those times have happened, you know, I was like, I don't even want to look, you know, like I chipped a little bit on the front here, and that's finally colored. That was back to being bright white. When I had chipped it, now it's back to colored. But I thought, like, another time I hit it, I thought it was going to be shattered. I had dropped it inside or something, or was right before I was loading it or something, and I was like, oh my god. But no, it's strong. I'm surprised, because I can't, you know, I'm very picky. I mean, this is the only one I own. Anyway, it was a gift from my dad, so, but looking online at a lot of different, you know, mirrors just to see if I needed to replace it one day or something, the skulls that I've seen don't look as nice as this one. I mean, it's you know, it's like I'm picky. I mean, it really is a nice work of art. A lot of the skulls look goofy. They look over, you know, like too skinny or too oval. They don't look like a nice, really, like that. You know, they don't look like that. They look different. So it's very hard from pictures to see. I'm like, oh my god, like I would never buy a skull. I would just buy a regular pot or something. Maybe something with some lattice work, you know. So thanks for coming on for this Friday smoke with me pipe chats, and so I'm gonna finish this before I gotta go to work, and you know, do all that, and then I'll be coming back here tonight, later tonight, for some Craig Tube and a fire right over there. So until we do it again, my friends, remember, let's set sail.